Hey guys, it's Nathan from the Kentucky Cycling YouTube channel. We are waking up in wild, wonderful West Virginia on the Greenbrier River Trail. We drove down from Kentucky yesterday afternoon, arrived last night to a lot of rain and thunderstorms, and so we decided to wait that out in the town of Lewisburg, which is really close to the southern terminus of the trail, and then came out well after dark, started riding, and then rode a few miles down the trail and found an available hiker-biker campsite and set up and made camp. So we're now waking up on the trail. Our plan is to actually ride from the southern terminus, North Caldwell, up to Cass, which is an old railroad town, and then come on back. The trail length is 78 miles long, and so over the next few days we're actually going to get close to 160 miles of riding. Come along with us as we explore the beautiful Greenbrier River Trail. The vast majority of the riding surface of the trail is fast-rolling crushed limestone, and overall is one of the better maintained rail trails that we have ridden. The Greenbrier River Trail is a linear state park. Resources along the trail are referenced on trail maps and signs in relationship to their location as designated by mile markers. One thing to note is that at the time of our ride, the southernmost mile marker we saw was mile marker 4, with the northernmost being 80, so the mileage will differ from that of your GPS or bike computer. Around milepost 31, we encountered the first of two old railroad tunnels on the trail. The Droop mountain tunnel was completed in May of 1900 and has a 10-degree curve in its 402 feet length. Degradation of the tunnel meant that there were often rocks falling from the tunnel ceiling, so a wooden liner was built to keep stones from dropping onto trail users. Buddy. Just off the trail around mile 46 is Jack Horner's Corner. It served as both a lunch stop on our northbound trip as well as a gift shop and resupply point on our way back. We stopped off for an extended break to explore the town of Marlinton. Due to the development of a number of new mountain bike trails in the area, Marlinton is now home to 2 bike shops. The newest shop, Greenbrier Bikes, was established in 2021. The longer-term shop, the Dirt Bean, doubles as a cafe. Both shops offer bike repair and rentals. We also picked up some food at the grocery and had dinner before getting back on the trail and heading to our hiker-biker site for the evening. Quality of the hiker-biker spots are a feature that really sets this trail apart from others we've ridden. All of the sites have a tent pad and fire ring. Most have bear-proof trash cans, and many have shelters, pit toilets, and potable drinking water. While this is a shared use trail between cyclists, hikers, and horses, the horseback riders have specially designated sites that are set up to meet the needs of those users. All the sites are well maintained and are available on a first-come, first-served basis, so it's good to identify both a first and second choice of where to stay. For us, this translated to having to ride about 5 extra miles a couple of days, in part because some of the riverside sites are also utilized by paddlers. But we were able to secure a site with the trifecta of water, toilet, and shelter on all 3 nights of our trip. The water is pumped from a well. Drinking water and toilets are available every 8 to 10 miles or so along the trail. Be sure to reference the trail map for specifics of each location. The next morning, just after mile 65, we crossed back over the river and encountered the entrance to Sharp's Tunnel, which was constructed in 1899 and stretches for 511 feet around a bend beside the Greenbrier River. At the northern terminus of the trail lies Cass Scenic Railroad State Park. With a restaurant, an ice cream shop, gift shop, restrooms, and free Wi-Fi, this is a great place to stop and take a break, get a meal, or even take a ride on the Scenic Railway to the north. From North Caldwell to Cass, the trail climbs about 1,000 feet and has an average grade of 1%. While the uphill slope is relatively easy, it does require fairly constant pedaling for the first 78 miles. So, when you're riding the trail as an out and back and you get to turn around and suddenly be heading slightly down instead of up, the change is definitely welcome and fairly dramatic.
puppy dog. There it is.
After having to ride an additional 5 miles to an available hiker-biker spot for what turned out to be our longest ride of the year, we were very happy to arrive at camp, get some food into our systems, and spend time relaxing around the campfire before hitting the hay. After waking up to a beautiful morning, making breakfast, and packing up our gear, we set out for our final push back to the southern terminus of the trail. This point of the journey is often a time of reflection for me, and I found myself thinking of the many ways that this trail exceeded my expectations. The river was beautiful, the trail surface was great, the hiker-biker campsites were amazing, and the opportunities to view wildlife, especially deer, rabbits, and chipmunks, were abundant. Access to restaurants turned out to be better than my initial research revealed, and given that a portion of the trail lies within a national radio quiet zone, I expected cell service to be non-existent, but I was actually able to get a signal periodically, and we could access Wi-Fi at different points along the way for the purposes of communicating with family. Most of all, I felt grateful to have friends to share in the journey of exploring a fantastic bikepacking resource that I would wholeheartedly recommend to others. As always, we hope you found this content useful. If you did, please like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks.